I'm going to share with you three energy shifts that you can do in yourself that's going to firstly release these repeating problems and bring harmony and peace back into your relationship. And the third one is one that few coaches talk about, so stay till the very end. So the very first energetic shift we need to make is to change our main energy towards ourselves. Okay? We have to change our main energy towards ourselves. So I'm going to give you a few formulas to remember. Now, when we know that the world reflects our self-image, okay, so the world's behavior, we know this. This isn't new information. We know that the way we see ourselves, the way we feel about ourselves, where we hold ourselves in the relation to the other person is how the other person is going to behave towards us. So let's look at these formulas. When you have a low self-image, an example of that would be victimhood. Whenever there is a vibration of victimhood, energetically you will attract a victimizer. This is how the universe works. It's an energetic universe. Where there's a victim, there's a victimizer. Okay, victimizer. Formula number one. Formula number two, whenever you have a defensive energy, defensive meaning you are trying to explain yourself to them, you're defending yourself to them. Can't you see I'm innocent? Why can't you understand me? Why don't you see me? I'm telling you 1,000 times, you're just not hearing me. You're defending yourself. Now, when you're defensive, defense, another word for that is fighting, army, military, defense. You are in the frequency of attack. Now, you might say, but shouldn't I defend myself? It's called self-respect, right? I must have boundaries. I must defend myself. You're forgetting that we live in an energetic universe. Put as many physical boundaries as you want. Speak however you want, you will still see the energetic reflection of your energy, your defensiveness, your victimhood. So what do? We need to change the main way we feel about ourselves. How do we do that? So we do that through, so remember these formulas, okay? As long as I'm in a victim energy, there'll be victimizer. As long as I'm in a defensive energy, I'm going to be attacked. So our job now is to improve our self-image because the world reflects our self-image through two things. Number one is understanding. So instead of spending so much energy defending yourself, start understanding yourself. If you're hard on yourself, you have low self-esteem, low self-image, you don't see yourself as worthy, you're hard on yourself, you're already in a frequency of people who are not going to be very nice to you. So understanding yourself is a big part. But more than understanding, it is to appreciate yourself. Why is this important? Because we know that the world is reacting to our self-image, okay? We know that when we start understanding ourselves, we start feeling a lot of love and appreciation towards ourselves. When we appreciate ourselves, we are rising in frequency. We are not in victim equals victimizer energy. We are rising in, I am a beautiful, beautiful being. So now imagine when you're fighting with this person and you're telling them, I'm innocent, and you're fighting with them, you're defending, you're constantly getting attacked again and again, they're just not understanding your innocence and all of this. You're in war. Versus, I understand my innocence and I appreciate my innocence. I see myself as a beautiful being. Learning to fall in love with yourself, appreciating yourself, you're going up to the angel who is vibrating higher than conflict. You are now vibrating very close to the energy of harmony because you're feeling that peace and the harmony towards yourself. You're not in fight with anybody. This is our first part. It is my own experience and the experience of so many of our students that the better we felt about ourselves, the same people, the same mother-in-law, same manager, same boss, same husband, same sister-in-law, they all started changing the way they felt about us because we changed the way we felt about ourselves. So if you understood this part, just type, I will self-appreciate. So what's the second part of our journey? It is to release negative daily charge. What does this mean? No, don't step off here because this is very, very important. So if anything is alive in our life, okay, if there's anything alive in our life, it is because this thing is alive in energy, in our minds. So if anything is alive in my life, it's because it's alive in my energy. If there's conflict in your reality, a lot of this conflict actually began in childhood for many of us. Now, if not childhood, maybe you had a great childhood, but some part in your past, somewhere there is some level of conflict with people that has arisen. Somewhere in your past, you may have experienced, let's say, a parent or a teacher or a cousin or a sibling that started making you feel not good enough, started lowering your self-esteem, self-image, started feeling really small. So when there was some sort of conflict alive in childhood, it's still in our energy system. This is one part. The second part is your current emotions. So currently, you might be resisting, suffering a situation. You might be reacting to the situation, judging the people, judging things. So you're creating a strong negative charge as in response to how other people are behaving. That strong, concentrated negative charge is like a magnet to more of those things in our life. So constant negative charge is also going to create a constant negative reality. And the third part is projecting things into the future. So many people, let's say your husband is coming home for the weekend, you're immediately anticipating a fight. You're going to meet your mother-in-law, you're immediately anticipating it's going to be very uncomfortable, she's going to keep questioning my decisions. Before the experience has happened, because you experienced it in the past, you're projecting it back into the future and saying, it's always been like that, that's why it's going to be like this again. This is creation. This is what law of attraction works on. And you think this is your destiny, this is your karma. No, law of attraction works on where is my energy. If something is alive in my energy, it's alive in my life. So what is the solution here? We need to be able to clear this energy. Almost most marriages that I have seen where there's physical abuse, most of them, I'm not saying all of them, but most of them where there's a lot of conflict, physical or verbal abuse, I've seen that started with mom and dad at some point, either their relationship with each other or their relationship with the kid. So childhood has a big part to play in this. So one of our healing tools is called inner child healing. What happens when you do inner child healing? I have a course on this as part of our membership. If you're joining our Synchro Tribe, you'll get this as part of that also. One of the things that happens when you heal the child is the child becomes very empowered. So this kid is not crying, feeling unloved, unsafe, wanting a hug, wanting validation. This kid feels safe, feels loved, validated, powerful, empowered kid. That's what inner child healing does. And that definitely affects your energy and therefore your life. The second part is the current charge, negative charge, concentrated negative charge that you're producing. We need to clear this using, you would have heard me say this 1,000 times, we need to clear this using our mindfulness will help you release this negative charge and you'll start becoming more peaceful. So mindfulness releases the concentrated negative charge and it replaces it with a strong charge of peace, inner peace. This is what mindfulness will do for you. So when there's empowered inner self, peace on your daily emotions, law of attraction is working on that, it affects your life. And the final one is future pacing. Instead of practicing a negative future, let's say your husband is coming home this weekend and you're practicing the conflict, or you're going to meet your in-laws, or you're coming home after work and you're practicing conflict in your energy. Instead of doing that, you practice the opposite of it. You practice what it would feel like to have a harmonious experience with them. Even if, this step 2 can only happen after you've cleared this mindfulness part. Once you're calm, you can start practicing a new experience with the same people. How it feels to have a harmonious experience. So now you're future pacing that you've had a great harmonious experience with them. Law of attraction works on that emotion, peace that you produced here, and the empowered energy inside of you, inside your childhood, and it starts creating a very empowered life. Now you have risen in vibration. So in the first one, you went up in vibration from I'm a victim creating an abusive experience to I'm an angel, a conscious creator vibrating in the frequency of inner harmony. Same way here, you have increased your frequency from victim, pain, negative charge to empowered, peaceful, practicing harmony. So you've again improved your vibration. Now you're talking about the other person, but what about the other person? They're a narcissist, they're terrible, they're abusive. Let's look at the third part. So let's go to the third part. Okay, so the third part is changing our main energy. Main energy means when you think about them, what is that immediate feeling you get? That immediate feeling is called your main energy or predominant emotion. I didn't want to use big words here, so we're just using main energy or main emotion, okay, towards them. This is a very important part. If you skip this part, all the last 2 parts make no difference. So listen carefully. So you remember the yin-yang principle. If you remember, there is darkness in this universe, okay? And there is light in the universe. There's a little bit of light in the darkness and there's a little bit of dark in the light. This is a principle. Now, this applies to humans as well. Now, every human, including the sinner, including the murderer, including that narcissist, including Hitler, every human being has a dark side and a light side. I have a dark side and a light side. You have a dark side and a light side. Your neighbor has a dark side and a light side. Your mother-in-law has a dark side and a light side. Your husband has a dark side and a light side. Your wife has a dark side and a light side. Now, even if they're predominantly always inside the darkness, there is still light in every single person. It's same in you. Even if you're always in your darkness, there's still light inside of you. And the first two parts, we were discovering and tapping into more of your light. So now our job is to understand. Remember the formula I gave you? When there's a victim, okay, there will always be a victimizer. Remember this formula? There is a dominance. Whenever somebody is dominating you, there is a self-esteem issue. You want to by heart these formulas because it will show you where you're vibrating. How do I know if somebody is dominating you? Where are you? You're down here. This is your frequency. You're in a victim energy. This is showing you your self-image is very small compared to that person. So you want to improve your self-image. Point number 2. You're not going to be dominated once you feel amazing about yourself. When you start improving the way you see yourself as an angel conscious creator who is now in the frequency of harmony, you're not going to be attracting victimizers. But when you're down here, you're in the darkness. You are in your darkness. This includes the defensive energy. Defense. Remember, I told you defensive equals to attack. This is just how law of attraction works. Now, all of this is your darkness. Okay? And law of attraction states that like attracts like, meaning darkness, the defensive energy I have equals to attack, the low self-esteem that I have equals to dominating, the victim energy I have equals to victimizer. So when I'm in my dark, I'm tapping into their dark. That is it. Which means if I can learn to tap into their light, everybody has a light side. Even if there's any one tiny thing you can appreciate about that person, maybe there are good memories with that person. You can revisit those memories and appreciate it. Or maybe they helped you because of them. You are learning these things. Or maybe that they once invited you for lunch, or they cooked for you, or they dropped you to the airport, or you like their clothes, or you just like that there is something about them that you appreciate. When we tap into their light, okay, light, we are in their frequency of their light. We are in the frequency of their goodness. That's what law of attraction, because like attracts like. When we are in the frequency of their light side, we attract more of their light, which means even if they're the most narcissistic, terrible, horrible person to everyone else, to you, their behavior will shift. You are treated based on where you are tapping into, in your own emotions towards yourself, in the emotional reaction you're having to your day-to-day life, and towards how you're seeing them, your main energy towards them. You are in the light energy, which means your whole reality will begin to reflect the light through the same people because you're in the frequency of light. So this again raises your vibration. So now you might say, how can I think of appreciating any good thing about this person, sending them loving thoughts? How can I do that when I'm hurting, when they've broken me? You don't do this now. This is step number 3. Step number 1 and step number 2 is first. And then comes step number 3. Then you'll be able to see their light side and appreciate them. The more you appreciate them, the easier the energy changes and the faster the reality also changes. If you're learning this, if you're resonating with any of this, I'm doing a whole class on this. It's called the 8 Steps Relationship Reset. It's 8 steps to heal a conflict with anybody. It could be your contractor, your lawyers, your accountant, your mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, yourself, you and your husband, wife, it doesn't matter. We have 8 steps. So we have a class called the 8-Step Relationship Reset. And you can get this class as part of Synchro Tribe membership, which you all know is just 1111 rupees. And you get a lot of beautiful things in the membership. Or you can just buy the class alone. It's a 90-minute class with the lifetime replay available. And you can get this whole thing for can you see my screen now? You can get the whole thing for 699 rupees. Happening live on 29th of May. So if you want to get access to that class at 699, this is promotional. Go check out the links below and you can register immediately and book your slot. So putting it all together, what do we need to do in order to change the patterns and the same problems happening in our relationships is 3 things. What is thing number 1? is to change our main energy. We call this predominant energy towards ourselves. This is through self-appreciation, through understanding ourselves, by seeing the beauty in who we are. So the second one is releasing daily negative charge. And the third one is changing our main energy about them, in this order. If you understood this, if you found value in this, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want more videos on these topics and these kind of energetic formulas, so you know what energies to avoid and where to go vibrationally, let me know in the comments and I'll make more videos on this. If you like this video, click a like, hit subscribe if you want more. And of course, like I mentioned, we have a class coming up called the 8-Step Relationship Reset. That is 8 steps to heal a conflict with any human being on this planet, even if they're the problem, but you can still clean the energy between you guys. If you want to find out more information about that, you'll see it in the description. With that, I end it for the day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I intend everybody watching this rises in vibration and becomes angels who are creating and experiencing wonderful harmony in their lives, because it's not that hard to do. You just have to commit to it. You just have to stop with the vibration of victimhood. Move up regardless of what's happening outside of you. You are not powerless to this. You can change this. We've done it thousands of times in thousands of relationships. You can do it also. I look forward to seeing you in another video, and namaste.